I'm gonna need a bigger boat.
The world of entertainment and fans around the world are in a state of disbelief following the sudden death of Matthew Perry, the very one who taught us that sarcasm isn't just wit, but a lifestyle through his unforgettable role as Chandler Bing on the iconic show Friends. He passed away at age 56 and, according to multiple reports, was found drowned to death in his California home. The cause of death is still under investigation, but what we do know is this loss has left a gaping hole in the hearts of fans and colleagues around the world. Facts First presents Matthew Perry leaves behind an eerie final message. Early life and career. Born in the quaint town of Williamstown, Massachusetts, on August 19, 1969, Matthew Perry spent his formative years in Ottawa, Canada, after his parents' separation. It was in the halls of his high school drama department that he first caught the acting bug. But let's fast forward a bit to the role that made him a household name. Enter Chandler Bing, the character that not only made him famous, but also became a cultural touchstone for an entire generation. Friends wasn't just a TV show, it was a decade-long journey from 1994 to 2004 that transformed 6 unknown actors into global superstars. For Matthew Perry, the role was a game-changer, catapulting him from a struggling actor to an international sensation. His portrayal of Chandler was so impactful, it's hard to imagine anyone else delivering those sarcastic one-liners with such finesse. Let's not put all the eggs in the Friends basket, though. Matthew was far from a one-hit wonder. His talent spilled over onto the big screen, where he showcased his versatility in films like The Whole Nine Yards, sharing the screen with Bruce Willis, and 17 Again, where he played the older version of Zac Efron's character. But his career wasn't just about acting, he also ventured into literature. In 2022, he penned a raw and revealing memoir, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing. This wasn't just another celebrity tell-all. It was a courageous account of his personal battles with addiction. The book shot up bestseller lists and gave fans a glimpse into the complexities of the man behind their favorite characters. It was as if he pulled the figurative curtain and said, "Here I am, flaws and all." Controversies and Struggles. Matthew was never one to shy away from discussing the darker aspects of his life, particularly his struggles with addiction. His candidness was most evident in his memoir, where he laid bare the extent of his battle with substance abuse. Perry's journey through addiction was a long and arduous one, involving multiple stints in rehab. But it wasn't just his mental health that suffered. His physical health took a significant hit as well. He underwent a staggering 14 surgeries to address various health complications, many of which were directly related to his lifestyle choices. Despite the personal and public challenges, Perry remained a beloved figure. His openness about his struggles seemed to endear him more to his fans, who admired his resilience and vulnerability. Love life and relationships. Over the years, Matthew has been linked to several high-profile women, each relationship adding a new dimension to the complex character that was Matthew Perry off-screen. Let's take a trip down memory lane, starting with his brief romance with actress Yasmine Bleeth in 1995. Though the relationship was short-lived, it made headlines, given both actors were rising stars at the time. Fast forward to later that year, and Perry found himself in a relationship with Julia Roberts. America's Sweetheart and our favorite sarcastic New Yorker were an item, albeit briefly, from 1995 to 96. The relationship was the talk of Tinseltown, especially since Roberts even guest starred on Friends during their time together. But it wasn't just flings and short-term relationships for Perry. He also had a more serious long-term relationship with actress Lizzie Kaplan. The two were together from 2006 to 2012. Although they kept their relationship relatively private, it was clear it was a significant chapter in Perry's love life. More recently, in November of 2020, Perry took a major step and got engaged to Molly Hurwitz, a literary manager. The engagement seemed like a new beginning for Perry, who had never been married. However, the couple called off their engagement in 2021. So while Matthew never made it down the aisle, his love life was anything but dull. From Hollywood actresses to industry insiders, his romantic entanglements were as varied and interesting as the roles he played. Co-star tributes. The news of Matthew's sudden death has reverberated throughout the entertainment industry. Actress Maggie Wheeler, who played Janice, was among the first to express her sorrow on social media. Her Instagram post captured the collective sentiment stating, quote, "What a loss. The world will miss you, Matthew Perry. The joy you brought to so many in your too short lifetime will live on." Morgan Fairchild, who portrayed Chandler's glamorous yet emotionally distant mother, was equally heartbroken. She took to social media to share, quote, "I'm heartbroken about the untimely death of my son, Matthew Perry. The loss of such a brilliant young actor is a shock." She also sent love and condolences to Perry's family, especially his father, John Bennett Perry, with whom she had worked in the past. Paget Brewster, who played Kathy, another of Chandler's love interests in Season 4, praised Perry for his kindness and urged people to read his memoir. She tweeted, quote, "He was lovely to me on Friends, and every time I saw him in the decades after. Please read his book. It was his legacy to help. He won't rest in peace, though. He's already busy making everyone laugh up there." Warner Brothers, the production company behind Friends, also paid their respects, describing Perry as a true gift to us all, and sending love to his family and fans. Even Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, whose father employed Perry's mother as press secretary, shared a poignant message. He reminisced about the schoolyard games they used to play and thanked Perry for all the joy he brought people around the world. Lucy Davis, who worked with Perry on Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, shared her own tribute. She tweeted, quote, "He was as funny off-screen as on-screen. He was really kind to me. I had one week where I was having difficulty with something at work, and he came up to me and told me not to worry." As we can see, his impact was not just limited to his iconic role as Chandler Bing. He touched the lives of many, both on and off screen. These tributes serve as a testament to the kind of person he was, a man full of kindness, humor, and an irreplaceable spirit. The disturbing message. In the days leading up to his unexpected death, Matthew Perry posted a message on Instagram that has since taken on a haunting significance. The post featured Perry in a hot tub at night wearing headphones. The caption read, quote, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good? I'm Matman." On the surface, it seemed like a typical quirky post from Perry. However, in the context of his sudden death, fans and media have been dissecting the message for deeper meaning. While it's difficult to ascertain his exact state of mind when he made the post, the tone and timing have led to widespread speculation. Was it a cry for help, a moment of introspection, or just a random thought? The ambiguity of the message has fueled discussions and debates, adding another coat of complexity to the already shocking news of his passing. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite Chandler Bing memory? What about Matthew Perry's other roles? What's your favorite of those? Let us know in the comment section below.